term loosely. David Pollock from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Coming out with it, it's Card. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Beavers offense will have the opening possession of the game. As we take a quick look at the impact players for today's game, what players did you guys look to for motivation to make an impact during your playing days, Jesse?
Well, it was the guys we relied on each and every week. We came into the season expecting these types of guys to be our biggest weapons, and every week those were the guys that had to deliver for us in order to have success.
And it's just fun to have those guys that are consistent. Like, they lead by example, then they start to learn their voice and lead the team. But every week, guys that you can count on. They punch the clock, and they're hard workers.
Looking downfield, it's Murphy. Snagged out of the air. Oh, there might have been trouble if they had knocked him down so quickly. Guys, let's talk for just a minute about Oregon State. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top two teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these two teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Keeps it on the draw. That'll be enough for a fresh set of downs. He gets it to the 32.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on fourth down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. And he believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The Beavers are in the hurry up. Wants to fire on second down. They're setting up the screen. They'll make the stop, but not before they use the screen beautifully and pick up the first down.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. He got to the defender, he was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Give to the single back. And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Pulls it in, it's Card. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
These guys are called matchup guys. They're not the biggest guys on the field, but they're going to win. Short, and they're going to catch the ball, and they're going to make yards after the catch. You can tell those are the type of guys in college football that are starting to get maximized and used a lot more than they were in the past.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They'll move the wide receiver. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking for a man. It's Murphy. Makes the catch and steps out of bounds, but short of the first down marker.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
They're setting the tone on this opening drive. 10th play coming here on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. With the catch, it's Clemens. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. I was starting to think about what they would do if they didn't pick up the first down here, but I guess that's a moot point now.
Moot point for sure, and the head coach was probably telling them 4-down territory, we're going to kick a field goal, whatever the next decision was going to be, and now the OC's like, don't worry about it. New set of downs, nice execution by this offense.
Grab behind the line, it's Hankerson. How much lingerie is this guy going to leave on the deck as he gets it down to the 25?
Well, one of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
And the Beavers can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Unloads quickly. Oh, he's got enough space. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon State.
How about the start from this offense? What a drive. Just when they needed a third down conversion, they got it. They put a bunch of plays together, kind of wore the defense out, and in the end, punched it in for 6.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So the Washington State Cougars offense will take the field for the first time. And after that performance last week, Jesse, it'll be interesting to see if they can get the big tight end as involved as he was a week ago.
He really did, and he was good out in the field. He was good down near the red zone. He's a matchup problem that you know this quarterback is going to be trying to find early in this game. The defense has to have a plan for him, David. It'll be interesting to see how they try to defend him.
Right, and that's the problem. It's so hard when your best playmaker is a tight end to plan for him, because how you treat him is everything, and they can still run the football with him, and they can still throw it to him, and he's just a nightmare matchup. And, you know, you want to slow him down, like make some of those easy touches a little bit harder for him, but you know he's going to get his.
Snags it quickly on the left. Turning it on. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. The Cougars have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Hand off from the shotgun. At the 45 on his way. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. What a play to get it inside the red zone, and they are set up at the 17.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
So now it's 2nd and long. Off the boot, looking for his man. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked 1 time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
On 3rd and long, you'll have to turn it loose deep. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Doesn't have a straight-on shot here. He'll kick it from the left hash and 39 yards out. Splits the uprights. It's good. That'll bring him to within 4. After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
We've reached the end of the quarter, and Oregon State has the lead. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game as we open the second quarter. On the first play of the period, first down here. Running back searching for a hole. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Got rid of it in a hurry, but he couldn't find his man. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. Back to throw, it's Murphy. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. The Beavers will punt this one away. They'll boot it away for the first time tonight. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. Give to the running back. On the move at the 30. Lots of room to run. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. After that huge gain, now a chance to cash it in from just outside the 5. With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Second and goal for the offense. Slams ahead. Touchdown, Washington State. How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Precision blocking up front created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Quick release by the QB. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to pass. It's Murphy. He makes a catch. And he goes down right there, but a solid pickup, and it'll be a first down.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there, and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Back to pass. Grab near the marker. It's Clemens. He's loose. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. The Beavers headed quickly to the line. To the air on first down. Gets rid of it. Finds his tight end. Lots of running room. Gets it inside the 10. Out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Beavers, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. Gonna look downfield again. And the Heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
Well, they tried to catch him off guard with a pass play down there on the goal line. But, David, he just held on to it way too long, and the defense able to get home and get the sack.
Yeah, and that's great coverage. And you love this part of the field. You know exactly what you want to do. You play more man coverage. There's less space to coverage. You don't have to worry about those speedy wide receivers going deep. Nice job not only on first down getting the sack. Now I put them into a predictable second down. Now they can't just run the football and be conservative.
And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big third down in the red zone. He might want another play. Looking to throw, it's Murphy. He's got it. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1.
Ooh, and that's a nice sigh of relief for the defense, too, right? There was a broken tackle. The guy made it look like he was going to pick up the first, but because of great effort defensively, they were able to get the stop, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They're in makeable field goal range. They could tie the game, but instead they'll go for it on fourth down. On fourth down, looking to pass. They got him for the sack, and that'll be a turnover on downs.
And that's the world we live in. You want to be aggressive. You want to get touchdowns. You don't want to kick field goals. Analytics says this. Well, now you get no points. And the defense bows up in a big part of the field, gets the big sack on fourth down and goal.
Finds the tight end. He's loose at the 15. They finally make the stop, and it's been this way this guy's whole career as a senior makes a play after the grab. Setting up for a 1st and 10 from the 26. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Got it done in the passing game on the last play, and let's see what they do on first down. Looking to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Johnson. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line. Good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Meredith. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Stop me when you've heard this before. First down. First down. First down. Just continuing to put first downs together. So far, this defense just can't find any answers.
Outside the pocket, lets it go. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And I think out routes are solely about timing, because that wide receiver is going to get to a point and break it off straight to the sidelines, and you could just tell he put too much mustard on it and just led him a little bit too far.
That's caught. It's Meredith. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. The Cougars line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Might be looking to run. Finds a crease at the 20. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down. And the Cougars come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. He's got it on the run. Touchdown, Cougars! Hauled that baby in and then strolled into the end zone for the score.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with a lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pass is incomplete, and we dwindle down to 7 seconds.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here late in the first half. They're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Under fire. He's going to fire to the left. He can't haul it in. Incomplete. They took a shot, but that's how we'll wrap up the half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from there in Corvallis. And how can we begin our analysis of that first half without singing the praises of one of the elite backs in football? Racking up huge numbers on the ground, even throwing the occasional block. This kid is the total package. And if this defense doesn't adjust its strategy, he could be headed towards a career day. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside Reser Stadium.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. The Beavers will line up to kick off and start the second half. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Wazzou offense onto the field again. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the second half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Oh, what a move. They stop him after a 6-yard run out to the 24.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The RPO, it's complete. Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Cougars lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down.
And that's a great sign for this offense because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up the first, and keeping this drive alive.
All right, great little run there. Listen, it wasn't phenomenal. He didn't get a first down, but what does it do? Now it makes second down easier. The play caller looking at his sheet going, all right, I can throw it, I can run it, still in a great position, ready to stay ahead of the chains.
He had all kinds of company as soon as he got it. He had to fight his way back just to get to the line of scrimmage.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
The Cougars come to the line on third down, trying to keep this drive alive. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking left. And they fail to hook up on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Back to pass, it's Murphy. Makes the grab. All out of space. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. They'll snap it from the 39, first and 10. From the gun, running back gets to give. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Might be calling a hot route. Going to swing it on second down. Looking to take a shot. And they can't hook up. Going for the big play on second down. Now it's third down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Under fire. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And you got to expect this offense to go for it again here on fourth down, right? Obviously trailing, we're in the second half, but we saw them try to go for it on fourth down early. Didn't have any success. They've got to dial up a better play here.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Complete out of the backfield. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down. The Beavers want to pick up the tempo.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down, you're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
And the Beavers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Scanning the field, it's Murphy. A little screen to the running back. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though. How quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line.
And I don't know if this defense knows what just hit them because they gave up the completion, they gave up a first down, and now here's the offense back up at the line of scrimmage again, going tempo.
And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking to fire. Got a man, it's Clemens. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Beavers!
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Washington State has it back, and they'll send the offense onto the field. The lead has been sliced to a field goal, and now they'll try to answer. The give to the running back from the shotgun. Nice move, creates some space. Turns it on down the left side. There he goes. And he just kept running, and he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Washington State.
Love the play call offensively. They knew the defense were crowding a lot of bodies close to the line of scrimmage, and once they were able to get into the second level, all they had to do was make one guy miss and get one good angle. And with the speed that ball carrier has, man, that thing was a sure shot touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. He gets it up close to the 25, out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 24. Wants to adjust the pattern. Off the play fake. Dances away to buy time. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The Beavers racing to the line in the hurry-up.
This is the most annoying thing in the world for a defense, is when you start to play all these plays and all these pass concepts and routes, and then you let the quarterback get outside the pocket, and he takes off, and he gets a first down. Like, so much to defend. That is the hardest thing to defend, because you don't know where it's going to happen on the field and when it's going to happen.
Wide receiver comes in motion. To throw, it's Murphy. Caught near the sticks, it's Clemens. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Trying to set up the screen. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning.
How about the job and recognition by the defense? They knew exactly what they were trying to set up, and they had multiple defenders surrounding that intended target so that there was nowhere for him to go once he caught the ball.
On third and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Making side adjustments here. On fourth down, trying to find his man. Big tight end makes the grab. It's a first down. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40. To the ground with the back. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Dropping back, it's Murphy. Makes the catch, it's Walker. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. We've come to the end of the period, and Washington State is on top. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. So first down, we'll open up the final period. Looking to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Hankerson. He gets down to the 25 before going out of bounds.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line.
Throws toward the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
Can't make the play on the interception, and man, they were looking for their first pick of the game. Instead, it'll be fourth down. It's no good. The missed field goal leaves us with a double-digit game still sitting at 10. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They'll run it from the gun. It's a seam wide open. Turning on the Jets. He's at the 40. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
And he'll pick up one. It brings up 2nd and 9.
And playing the option, man, consistently playing responsibility football. Nice job by the defense being where they're supposed to be. This option will just keep giving it to you over and over and over again, and you got to pass those tests.
Got a little space. There he goes. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute.
Sometimes it's just not